Hi everyone, I want to share with you my presentation for CSS Navigation Principles and Design. First of all, I want to explain what a navigation bar is. It is the method by which visitors are able to move from page to page within a website. This menu is basically a list of links that are placed within the HTML code. Here is an example, and I got this navigation bar from w3schools.com. You can also go there and get this code for your website. The first thing you need to do is put an unordered list within your HTML, and this is what it will look like. And this is how it is viewed. That does not look much like a navigation bar, so we need to add some style, and we will do that with our CSS code. The first thing we're going to do is remove these dots. So now the dots are gone with this list style type none. The next thing we want to do is change it from being in a column to being it horizontally in a line. After that, we need to space it out and remove the underline. And we do that with this display block command. Next, what we'll do is add the hover effect so that when you put your cursor over the label in your menu, it changes color. And lastly, we will change it to where you can view what your current page is. And right now we are on the home page and the color has changed. And this is the code for doing that. So that is how you create a navigation bar. Here are 9 ways to optimize a website's navigation and design. Number 1, keep the navigation bar in a consistent location. To have a user-friendly menu, the navigation bar needs to be placed in a fixed location. The best place to locate the menu is horizontally across the top of the website, but below the header. As the website's visitors move from page to page, having the navigation in a consistent position makes the content easier to find and understand. Here's an example. This is a website I designed, and the navigation bar is near the top but below the header, and it is in the same position on each page. Number 2, use high contrast to display the navigation. To have a positive user interface, the menu needs to be visually distinct from the rest of the web page. A high contrast navigation bar will enable people to recognize it immediately when they visit the site. This will help visitors find the information they are searching for. Again, here's my example. This menu bar is a nice contrast, and it is set off from the header and the content, and it's easy to see. Number 3, allow for flexibility within the navigation. A well-designed website has more than one method of finding content. It is extremely beneficial to include search capabilities within the website. This will help potential customers to zero in on exactly what they are looking for. Here's an example. Again, I got this responsive search bar from w3schools.com, and this is what it looks like. So what you would do is search in the word you're looking for and hit enter or click this button, and it will find it within your website. Number 4, use descriptive labels in the navigation. When someone does a search on the internet, they don't type in services or products, they use more specific words to find what they are looking for. For example, instead of using labels like services and products, the navigation could be labeled carpet cleaning and mystery novels. Website traffic. The traffic a website receives is a direct result of its navigational structure and labels. Navigation affects the traffic received from search engines. The higher the website is ranked, the more traffic will be directed to the website. Search engines need to be able to find the most important content on your website. Number 5, avoid navigation labels that are format-based. The format of the website's content may be photos, videos, and documents, but that doesn't reveal the topic. Visitors don't search for something generic like documents. They search for information with a specific topic like penguins. So your labels need to be more specific so that the search engines can find your website. Number 6, drop-down menus cause problems. Search engines have difficulty crawling drop-down menus. Drop-down menus are annoying to visitors. They also cause people to miss important pages. It is best to avoid drop-down menus. Here's an example of a drop-down menu. If you have a large website with a lot of pages and subpages and a lot of products, and you need to have a drop-down menu, you can use this mega drop-down menu. And what's good about it is that you can see at a glance the pages and all of the products that are listed underneath those pages. That way your customers don't miss anything. They are able to see it at a glance right away. Number 7, no more than 7 labels should be on the navigation bar. This allows search engines to link to the home page rather than the interior pages, giving the website more authority. This authority will then flow down through the navigation to the interior pages. Fewer menu options are also good for visitors. A person's short-term memory can only hold between 5 to 7 items. If it is necessary to have more than 7 items, they should be broken up into groups. Here's an example of a menu bar that has 7 labels. You don't want to have more than that. Number 8, the order of the menu options is important. The most crucial items need to be placed at the beginning and at the end. This is where a person focuses their highest attention and retention. Items placed at the beginning or end will be more easily remembered. So for this menu bar, home is placed first, and at the end is a shopping cart, because you want your customers to remember this is where you will buy their product. This is where they will buy your product. Number 9, use the hamburger icon on the mobile devices. Because the viewport of a cell phone is so small, the menu needs to be minimized so it doesn't obscure the view of the website's content. The most popular method for resolving this problem is to use the hamburger icon. This icon consists of three short horizontal lines. Clicking on this icon will reveal the menu. Here's an example. I got this menu for this device, for this mobile device, from w3schools.com, and this is what they refer to as the hamburger icon. It's 3 short lines stacked up on top of each other, and it looks like a hamburger. And you would click on that, and it displays the menu. And this is what you want to use for a smaller device like a cell phone. Responsive navigation allows a website to change the way it is viewed depending upon the size of the device. There are 3 sizes: small for cell phones, medium for tablets, or large for desktops or laptops. The Meta Viewport tag gives the browser instructions on how to adjust the dimensions and scaling of the page to the width of the device. So in order to do that, you need to have 3 CSS files, a small, medium, and large. And this is the code you would put on your medium CSS file. This is the code you would put on your large CSS file. And I am going to show you how that is done. So this has a responsive navigation in the CSS files. So this is the large view, and as the view gets smaller it changes a little. The font style change, the font size changes, and then when we reach the small view it jumps to this hamburger icon and you click on it and there is your menu, and it just toggles back and forth. So it changes depending on your view, whether small, medium, or large. In conclusion, these CSS design and navigation principles will enhance any website's functionality. Designing a website with these principles in mind will allow for a positive user experience. It will also allow search engines to locate a website's content easier, which will direct potential customers to the website. Here are a list of the references that I used. I hope that this presentation will help you design a great website with responsive navigation.